Hello, hello, hello. All right. So I am trying to go Facebook Live and I am okay, and Instagram. And I titled my my live. Okay, I can talk. Is being perfect holding you back? As I struggle with this on Instagram, right? Okay. So I just got off this amazing training with like 100, I don't know, 200, 300 coaches. And it's pretty amazing how hard we can be on ourselves. I used to think it was all about perfection. And like I said, I have my phone in front of me for my Instagram, and I'm on my Zoom so I can live on Facebook. And so I'm trying to share on some different platforms, and obviously I'm not perfect at it. And I wanted to give you the definition of perfection. Okay. So if you guys are hopping on, please say hello. I don't know if I can see people on here on IGTV because I'm using the app. I really have no idea, but I do see that I had a thumbs up on my Facebook. So that's cool. So my name is Melody Banky, if you don't know who I am, and I am a health and wellness mentor coach. So I help people get healthy in all parts of their health, in their body, in their mind, and in their finances. And this program has done so much for me. And so the one thing I really like to do is come out and just share what I know, because of the fact that I just have to be a little ahead of somebody for, oh, my hair is sticking up. I have to be a little, see, it's perfection thing. I'm like making sure my hair is perfect. I only have to be like one step ahead of somebody for somebody else to learn. So I have learned, oh, and I just saw 222 on my timing. So that's cool. Numbers person here. Good morning, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. So, okay, here is the definition of perfection. Perfection, the condition, state, or quality of being free or as free as possible from all flaws and defects. Truly, none of us are perfect, right? We are not perfect, yet we still try to be perfect at things. We don't want to share with somebody. Like in my business, we have people that hold themselves back because they don't think that they can do something, but the experience that they have had with our program in changing their lives and their health and in their mindset is something that so many people are needing to experience, but yet they don't know how to experience it. They are kind of stuck in what they've done. So it's not about being the best or perfection, because all of us are a work in progress. All of us, we all are working on just being better, right? So let's see, what did I write? People have to, and you have to dream about things. You have to obsess about things, and not in a weird way of obsessing, but obsession meaning that you're not going to quit. This is something, so for me, this is something I truly believe in. I've truly changed my life. I've changed my family's life. I've changed a lot of people's lives who I've coached to lives that they've never dreamed were possible. So that is something that's really super huge. Hey, Rose. Yes, exactly. Hashtag best day ever. Let me show you something, girl. It might be backwards. Look what I found. Best day ever. Right? Super cool that I found this. Timing, right? Timing. So one thing about starting anything is realizing that you just don't have to be perfect. Okay. Some days you're not going to feel like doing things. Some days I may not feel like I have this whole Facebook Live thing together, but I'm going to do what I know, and I'm going to let it flow, and I'm going to rhyme. But I'm just going to do the things, because that's all you can do, is just do the things. So one thing we help people do is we help them to dream about what's possible, and help them to see that it's not going to be perfect. It's definitely not going to be a perfect thing at all. Let me see if I can get to my Zoom screen, because I think I can see a little bit better. I feel like I'm staring at two different screens, if that makes sense. Okay, I feel better. Okay, so we help you to really dive into your dreams, so much so that you're going to obsess about making them happen. And obsession just means that you're going to find out what it's going to take to do it, and then you're just going to do it. Okay. The only thing to it is to just do it, right? And when you work with me and my team of mentors and everything, what you're going to get is steps to get you to where you're going. So that's the obsession. The action is to do it, right? I'm on here doing it. Do it scared, do it afraid, it doesn't matter, just do it. And the growth. So one of the first things that was talked about was personally growing yourself. That is huge, because if you think you're going to get somewhere different without having to do the changing part of it, look at the results of what you have so far. Okay, the results are what you've done, and results are, they speak for themselves. So if you have been on this hamster wheel spinning in the same cycle, and you're trying and trying and trying and trying, but yet you're still like, so a lot of people might come to us first for the health part. And so many times I hear, well, I'm doing keto, I'm doing Atkins, I'm doing Weight Watchers, I'm doing, and they'll be successful for a while, but then they'll go right back to what they normally do. And then what happens? The results they had before come back, right? The results speak for themselves. So for me, my results have been, I have been able to keep the weight off for 6 years. And what I've found is that it has so much to do with what's going on in here. And the only way that you change what's going on is personal growth, right? But I know when I first started, this whole thing, to me, personal growth was like, it was kind of hokey, right? I didn't think that made a difference at all. I thought that I don't need to do that. That's stupid. Like, I don't have to do that. But I think, like, deep in my head, like in the back in my subconscious, I knew there was going to be some serious work to do to break the cycle of winter body and summer coat, which I did all the time. So my pattern was that I would lose weight coming into summer, and I would find it again in winter every year. Those were my results, right? And I was all about doing it by myself, because I thought I knew it, because I wasn't, well, for one, let's be honest, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed that I kept doing the same thing over and over. And to share that with somebody else, that made me super vulnerable. That made me super uncomfortable. But I got to a point where I was just done. I was done, because everything that I was doing was the same cycle. And when I saw other people doing it and succeeding, and they weren't, I don't want to say they weren't struggling. I would say that their results spoke for themselves, that they stayed and that they were constantly getting better at things, right? And that's something that I always wanted. I always wanted to be like a leader and a teacher, and I always wanted people to look up to me. Ever since I was little, I was always trying to do something to fit in with the people that I thought that I wanted to fit in with. And there's just a lot of personal growth on there. So here's what I wrote. Oh, that's so cute. My hair goes all like that. So here's some of my notes, right? Embrace personal development. How you rise and fall depends on how you personally grow yourself. Again, results, right? So personal development okay, whether you're in a business or just for yourself, is your business training. You are training yourself to be better. You're training yourself to lead your family. Your kids are watching, your husband's watching, your friends are watching, your family's watching. If they see you succeeding, they're going to want what you have. And you have to take this seriously, you guys. And this year is especially like a parent that you have to be very serious about your own health. Your business grows along with you. And I've learned that my business grows along with me. In my personal and in my business level, personal development will get you past the hard that will come in all parts of your life. This year has been challenging for a lot of people. And I'm not saying it hasn't been challenging for me, but challenging and stopping my progress are two different things. One thing I won't do is quit, because if I quit, I'm quitting me and I'm quitting my family. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to quit my family. I'm not willing to quit my dreams. What I am willing to do is get uncomfortable and get vulnerable, because it's like I'm pushing through something. So like as an acorn turns into an oak tree, an acorn is not an oak tree. An acorn is an acorn. An acorn is an acorn until you put it in the ground and it gets covered up with dirt and it gets fed what it needs. And when it gets fed what it needs, it changes what it is and it starts to have breakthrough. And those are those roots. And you never see those roots, right? Until they hit the surface. And then they turn into something else. So right now, what you're doing when you're working on yourself is you are becoming someone and something else different. But you have a choice. You have a choice. You can never get planted and stay an acorn, or you can bloom, right? And it's bloom where you're planted, but it's still, you have to be planted, right? You still have to be planted. Strong work ethic. That's another thing. It's not about perfection. It's about strong work ethic. It's about doing the things to get you to where you want to be, right? That is the hard. That is the hard. Work ethic for me before was get up and go to work in the morning. Why did I get up and go to work in the morning? So that I could bring home a paycheck, right? Why did I go to bed relatively early? So I could get up in the morning and go to work and bring home money. That was the cycle. There was nothing else to it. And I listened to a training the other day, and when I first started at UPS, because this will be my last year there, I hated it. I hated it because I'm a people person and I was stuck in a trailer. I had no one to talk to. And I stuck it out there in the uncomfortableness. Why? Because I had a different thing. I needed the money, right? But I also wanted the insurance for my family. And I wanted a pension. And I wanted all those things, right? Because I was looking for long-term for security. And did I want to quit? Oh, hell yeah. A lot. And so I've been there for a really long time. And I got to a point where I was not, I was now on the delivering side, which I was more social. So I finally got to where I wanted to be. And they started putting me in some areas that they weren't really the areas that I wanted to be delivering in. And I've been there a really long time. So I should have some choices, right? But because I was good at what I did, they gave me where they needed more help more than where I wanted to be. And before this program and before I started coaching, I was stuck with whatever they wanted to give me. No matter how much I was uncomfortable with it, or I let my mind wander to whatever, like it wasn't a great area and all the things, or it was really hard work. I mean, I didn't want to do the really hard work because I've been there a really long time. But when I started coaching and I was bringing in income from coaching, it gave me choices. And the choices that it gave me, because these are my wounds from work, right? getting beat up. The choices that it gave me were that I could say no. I think I lost my other one. That's okay. That I could say no to this. Okay. I don't care about that. I could say no to the delivering part of it because I had income coming in. So I could say, hey, I'll do this because this is what my job, excuse me, this is what my job is. So let me explain. The stuff they were asking was out of my job description. And so although they were doing me a favor because I was making more money, I was doing them a favor because I was helping them to do what they needed done. But I got to the point where I could say, look, I'll do my job, what I'm assigned. But if you want me to do more, I have some areas that I'm not going to be delivering in. And if you need those areas covered, then you can give it to somebody else who is not bringing in extra income. Because I can make more money at home now than I can at UPS. And so I was able to designate certain areas that I felt more comfortable in to deliver. Does that make sense? So it gave me choices, right? So that strong work ethic, you don't have to boss. Let's see, what did I write? Consistency. I'm not going to quit mode. Okay, that's what I'm in. I will never quit doing this because it's so rewarding in so many ways. It's rewarding to me personally. It's rewarding to me financially. It's rewarding to me in my personal growth aspect. It's accountability for me. The finances have helped me do a lot that I didn't think that I could do. The other thing is I get to help people live, right? I get to help people live their best life. So the things that people see in me doing, that they can do for themselves too. I can show them how. And listen, people don't know how to dream anymore. People are so stuck. And in this whole 2020, I think there's a lot of eyes that have been opened about what we've been settling for. You know, what we thought was good isn't good. What we thought was stable isn't stable. What we thought we had security in isn't secure. So my husband has been home for, I want to say 4 years, right? My business brought him home. So this whole COVID thing, as sucky as it is, and all the lockdowns and everything, we've been living on my income for like 4 years. Okay, so it hasn't hit us like it's hit so many of you out there. So many people are struggling with leaving their kids at home by themselves because they are an essential worker and they have to work and their kids are no longer in school. My daughter is home and my husband is home, right? So she is not left alone. That's a great security to me, right? This coaching thing has brought me a new house, right? We totally did a rebuild on our house. And we went from a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 980 square foot home to, I think it's like 1,700. I have a beautiful fifth wheel that we can take out. We lived in it for a while, an older one, and it was brand new, but it turned out to have some issues, and we got actually the one that we wanted, and it's like brand new for us now. So it's amazing. It's amazing. I've been able to support my family, pay my bills, pay my mortgage, all those things. Have I been perfect at it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But you guys, it's mine. It's mine, and nobody can take away my business from me, right? And I can grow this as much as I want. One of the things that I want to tell you also about the whole consistency, like you'll see me on here all the time. I want to help other people have what I have, because I remember being stuck. I remember just like not wanting to be at UPS, but having to be at UPS, right? I remember thinking, oh, that'll be nice that I could retire when I'm 53, but I'll be working till I'm like 65 because I need the money, right? I remember thinking that. And now I can move past that, right? And that's because of this. That's because of consistency, hard work, doing it when I'm not perfect, and just reaching out and to my mentors, because these other people that have guided me, right? All I have to do is do what they've done. And so I've leveled up on the people that I hang out with. I've leveled up on what I believe for myself. I've leveled up on what I believe for my family. And can I level up more? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. One of the things they were saying in there that really struck a chord with me was that, where is it? That what my limitations were for myself. So I have, even like as a family, I don't think we've made over more than $130,000 a year. And I've realized when I was listening to this training, I've capped myself. And why? Because my family has not exceeded that, right? So you are like who you are. So for me to get to my next level, I have to get very uncomfortable, but I also have to realize that that's my mindset, right? I can do more than that. My goal is to do that monthly. And you know what, with the people I hang out with, they can do that. They've done that. It's possible. All I have to do is do what they've done, right? But I have to get out of the mindset that I cannot go past this. And so if you look at your own finances, right? Has your finances changed really in the last 5 years, or have they stayed the same, right? Have you capped your potential? And why have you capped your potential? That's a huge thing. And for me, it's about being perfect, but it's also about, I just realized today that I'm holding myself down. So one of the things that I wrote was another leader was talking about today, and I also did a post a while ago about this, is to think about the butterfly. Okay, the butterfly, from what he knows now, he can never go back to being a caterpillar. He can't. But when he was in the midst of being that caterpillar, it was hard, it was messy, it was uncomfortable. He really had to die to self. He had to die to his own beliefs that he had that were holding him as a caterpillar. And he had to believe in something that he could not see. Really, do you think, I don't know, but do you think that the caterpillar, when he's spinning in that cocoon, he knows what's going to happen to him? Do you think? Or do you think that maybe that's just in his design, so he doesn't think about it? But we as humans, we have the ability to think. That's what separates us from anything else, is we can think and we have choice. And when we look at that really hard, icky stage, most of us, we're not spinning that cocoon. We're not going in there, because that's hard. But on the other side of that is victory, right? So is perfection holding you back? Is being perfect at all of this holding you back? And is that serving you? So again, go back to your results and look, in the past years, have you been holding yourself back? And do you want more? Do you want more? Do you want another, like, what if 2021 is like 2020? Can you do it again? Can you do this year again? None of us know what's going on. Or do you need to start to create something? Do you need to be that caterpillar that spins that cocoon and does the hard work so that you can blossom and you can transform into who you are created to be? So if you are like, you are my people, if you've gotten this far into the video, into this live, you are my people. And I want to partner with you and help you build your dreams, because the sky is the limit. Wherever you cap your potential is where you're capped. If you want to know how to uncap your potential and open that up to like the heavens, to source, to energy, to draw into what you really want, personal development is where you guys got to start, right? You also need a vehicle. And our vehicle that we have is already planned out for you. You don't have to do anything hard. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We have a system that is successful. And the only way that we are successful is if we are helping others get better. And that feels pretty good, right? You're never hurting somebody. For you to be successful, the only way you're successful is by helping others. And that's a gift. And so you can watch lives change. You can watch, what is it called? You can watch people break through their strongholds, things that are holding them back. You learn how to ask questions, and guess what? It makes you a better mom. It makes you a better leader. It makes you a better wife. I mean, if you're a woman, it makes you a better friend. It makes you a better worker. It makes you just a better neighbor, because you're never looking for what's in it for you. You're looking at what's in it for somebody else. And how can I serve this person today? How can I brighten their day? How can I bring them a smile? And in this year, you guys, it's crucial that we step up and help our neighbors. And that does involve helping ourselves become that better version of ourselves. So if you guys are ready to release the cap and dream big, then get in touch with me and let's explore if what I have, this gift that I have, is for you too. Because I know if I didn't start this year would have been hard. I mean, this year I would have been overweight. I would have been eating and drinking my feelings. I would have been struggling because I didn't know what to do with my kid. I would have been worried about her home. I would have been taking all the hours that were available. My husband would be working still. I'd still be living in a 980 square foot house. I still would be doing the summer body, winter coat. My friends would be the same. I would be masking my feelings. I wouldn't be growing. I would be unhappy. I probably would be 30 pounds more than I was when I started. So I would be, I would have given up on a lot of things. I would have been thinking this isn't for me, and those people are just lucky. And I would have had a lot of remorse for not taking a chance, because I would just be spinning my wheels, and I'd be, it's kind of depressing to think of where I would be. If you're feeling that, I get you. I've been there. I see you. I can help you. If you're ready to move out of that, come and take my hand, and I'll walk with you. Okay. And we'll go it at your pace, whatever works for you. I will help you to dream big, and I will help you to lay out a plan to do the things that you really want to do, so that you look back in 5 years and say, oh my God, I'm so glad I did that. I can't believe where I was. And I'm so glad I took a chance on me. And I'm so glad I invested in myself. And I'm so glad I invested in my family and my dreams, because I have this life now, and I don't know where I'd be. So I want you to have this story, and I want to hear your story, and I want to help you create your story. And I want to tell you that it's possible. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay, I'm here with you. I'm here to do it with you. I love you all. Thank you so much. If this resonated, share this with somebody who needs this, because so many of us know people that are just lost and they really need hope. And I want to be their hope dealer, and I want to help them dream. I want to help them see their potential in everything that they can be. Okay, thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have an amazing Friday. Have a good one. Bye. Where is my end? Bye.